Good evening and welcome to Sky Sports Friday Night Football. I'm Edward Chambers, and no, this isn't the WWE SmackDown preview, but after that quarter-final against Azuri, it's not far off. Joining me as always, the Irish firecracker Declan Murphy and the American tactician Avery Steele. Team, was that football on Tuesday night or Fight Club Part 2?
It was carnage, Eddie. Absolute flaming carnage. That match had everything. Flying boots, a penalty, 2 goals in the last 15 minutes of play, and Aldo being haunted by what I can only describe as an Italian leprechaun. It was less football and more like Celtic folklore met a pub brawl during a full moon. I've seen more composure at a toddler's birthday party.
And yet somehow, in all that chaos, Dylan Cowell steps up and writes his own fable. Finished an ice-cold penalty and then buried Azuri Hearts with a wrong-footed volley in the 90th minute. That was big-time football from last year's MVP.
And let's break that down, Avery. That winning goal was delivered on a silver platter by Lucas Joel with a cheeky cross, followed by Cowell smacking it in from 18 yards on his 2-star weak foot. And the goalie? This lad had been yapping all game like he was the second coming of Buffon, but when it mattered, he went down slower than a 90-year-old giving a lap dance. All he caught was heartbreak and maybe a pulled groin from the sheer embarrassment.
And then the celebration? Dylan bolts to the bench, points to his thigh like it's a Michelin-starred steak, and Santos drops to one knee like he's proposing. But instead of a ring, he's snapping imaginary photos like he works for Vogue. I mean, mate, it was absolute scenes. We haven't seen that kind of drama since Sutherland ran around last year, doing the airplane celebration arms out, buzzing around the pitch like a Ryanair flight with no landing gear.
And gentlemen, if you want to talk intensity, look no further than Jamie Cheevers. Forget football. This man was ready to throw down UFC-style mid-match. He was so amped up, it took nearly the entire Wanderers squad to hold him back before he turned David Mills into another one-punched Jose Aldo at UFC 194. Even the Azuri fans were chucking half-cooked lamb burgers onto the pitch in an effort to stop Cheevers from ripping Mills in half.
And Avery, we haven't seen Jamie that furious since the 2024 all-you-can-eat buffet scandal, when he got kicked out of the Mandarin for going over the 3-hour limit. Like the chicken that night, Mills was about to get served up on a plate with extra sweet and sour sauce.
It's true, Declan. The fans absolutely ate it up. Forget Luis Suarez. Cheevers is the new hitman in town. Only he's not biting shoulders. He's throwing haymakers and demanding blood when stepping in to defend his teammates.
All right, folks, moving on. It's time to talk about the Coors Light Man of the match, which went to none other than Dylan Cowell. Deserved? No question. But honestly, we're just lucky he didn't end up as a roadside tribute on the 401. The guy was reportedly bombing it at 180 kilometers an hour in a Hyundai Palisade, white-knuckling the steering wheel like a dad late for a buy-one-get-one-free lawnmower sale at Canadian Tire. No warm-up, no team talk, just parked the car, laced up, and dropped a match winner. Thanks again to our sponsor, Coors Light. Refreshingly reckless, just like our man of the match in his Hyundai.
And, of course, last match wasn't only sponsored by Coors Light, it was also proudly powered by Port Hope Hyundai, the official vehicle of footballers who leave 5 minutes before kickoff and still arrive on time somehow.
So if you're looking for a vehicle that can take you from the suburbs to glory, skip the bus. Go see Dylan at Port Hope Hyundai. He'll get you to kickoff or die trying.
All right, we'll be back after the break with more on last week's match and all the build-up to tonight's semi-final. Don't go anywhere. Here's a word brought to you by our official match sponsor.
What's going on, Wes? Why do you look so sad?
I don't know, man. I keep hearing this sound.
What sound?
You know, it's an amazing sound. It's a sound of my childhood. It's a sound that makes me feel great. I gotta find the source of that sound.
What, you mean this sound?
Oh my God, that's the sound. Where's that coming from? What is going on?
Well, here at Port Hope Hyundai, every Saturday for the rest of the month, between 12 and 3, we got unlimited ice cream coming.
Unlimited ice cream?
All you can eat.
Free ice cream.
Free.
On Saturday.
On Saturday.
From 12 to 3.
That is right.
Can I participate in this?
All you can eat.
I can't believe it. Free ice cream right here in the center of the universe, Port Hope, every Saturday this month from 12 to 3. Free ice cream on Saturday. See you there.
All right, folks. Welcome back. Now, let's not forget some of the unsung heroes who helped the Wanderers secure their spot in tonight's semi-final. Credit where it's due, Daniel Henao was an absolute rock at centre-back. Calm, composed, and ruthless when it mattered most. He put in several critical tackles and kept the backline solid under pressure. Honestly, he was easily the runner-up for man of the match. While the spotlight often goes to the goal scorers, it was Henau's quiet dominance at the back that laid the foundation for victory.
And let's not forget about our other center back, Aldo Majorano, who got absolutely rocked by an Italian leprechaun-sized troublemaker. Sent him spinning straight into some kind of parallel leprechaun universe, and poor Aldo started yelling he'd lost his vision. Turns out, he'd just forgotten to open his eyes. Luckily, someone shouted, "Open your eyes, you muppet!" and he snapped right out of it. Of course, in typical Aldo fashion, he managed to get his revenge by delivering a concealed low boot to the head of the same Azzurri player who was chatting about Santos's mum in a 5-0 win.
Now here's the kicker. Some people are saying that Santos, being Portuguese, should have been backing his own countrymen, right? Nope. He was grinning ear to ear, defending the Italian over his Portuguese international colleague. Next thing you know, Santos was heard saying, "Va a fanculo a tua madre," which roughly translates to, "Go fuck your mother" in Italian. Aldo's been giving language lessons to Santos off the pitch, and it's showing. If you want lessons, just call Aldo's hotline at 1-800-BOOTHIM. That again is 1-800-BOOTHIM, but don't say we didn't warn you if you come out sounding like a proper nightmare.
On the sidelines, Angelo Iannari channeled his inner Gennaro Gattuso.
Because in my life, one people they give me present. I don't give present for the players.
Γιατί στη ζωή μου κανένας δεν μου κάνει ένα δώρο και ούτε εγώ κάνω δώρα στους παίχτες.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
He was flailing, yelling, and telling the Azzurri bench and their fans to shove the biggest, widest, and most delicious sausages they had in their cooler right up their asses.
And rumors say Angelo wasn't done there. Word is, after the match, he put a hit out on every Azzurri fan who dared show their face and cause trouble, taking old-school passion to a whole new level.
And finally from last week, let's talk about Lucas Joel. What a transformation. Remember his 2021 LCU interview?
Goals for the boy.
Yeah. What do you have to say about those two goals?
Goals are goals. They'll take it. We're back on the winning side of things and go again next week.
Sir.
Polite, humble, fresh-faced, with not a hint of trouble in those eyes. Like a saint walking among sinners. Fast forward to now, Lucas has turned into a full-blown villain, and the fans can't get enough of it. Elbows flying and a mouth that runs worse than a broken faucet. He's exactly the kind of prick you want in a semi-final, especially against a team that plays dirty. Lucas Joel, from choir boy to chaos coordinator, and he's loving every minute of it.
Now, as we look ahead tonight, we have the highly anticipated semi-final with the Wanderers facing off against the Durham Lions. There's history, blood, and Sutherland's ribcage all on the line.
And we know that Sutherland is hungry. With that cowboy hat in sight, the questions are, will he see red emotionally and channel that into a man of the match performance, or get shown red officially?
Well, we're hopeful that there will be no red cards tonight, Declan, like the semi-final last year when Eugene Alves saw red against the Lions on the same field. This year, the stakes are just as high, but the risk is much lower with David Renda in goal, assuming he shows up.
And the big question, will Yanni play, or will he be stuck chairing a mid-match board meeting, making decisions on whether to baptize the opposition or just preach a sermon on why they should have stayed home?
And don't forget earlier this season, when the Wanderers and Lions battled to a 1-1 draw. That Lions goalie was an absolute brick wall and was almost impossible to break down that night. He could be the only thing standing in the way of the Wanderers reaching the final.
It's true, Declan. But if the Wanderers bring the same madness and magic tonight, they'll find a way through as they're too good not to.
Well, everyone, kickoff's just moments away on Field 4 at 9 p.m. Stay locked to Sky Sports, the home of Friday Night Football, where legends are made, rivalries ignite, and carnage is guaranteed. You won't want to miss a single second of the action, so grab your beer, extend your chair, and tell your missus to piss off, because tonight, it's more than a game. It's war.